हेलो गुड मर्निङ नानी हो। आज म फेरि एचएस 2017 को सी र डी दुईटा प्रश्नको उत्तर दिँदैछु। सी मा छ 3 + 2 + 2 यानी कि तीनटा प्रश्न जोडिएको छ अनि डी मा छ 5 + 2 यानी कि दुईटा प्रश्न छ, एउटा लङ छ एउटा सर्ट छ। सो अब म स्टार्ट गर्दैछु सी को। Why is extensive farming mainly export oriented? Okay. Extensive farming is done on a commercial basis. The plot of land are huge and mechanized farming is restored to. The modern machines such as tractor, combine harvesters, etc. can easily be turned on such big farms. There is almost no manual labor involved. Large quantity of modern inputs such as HYV seeds, high yielding variety seeds, chemical fertilizers and manures, insecticides and pesticides are used. The usual crop grown are wheat, corn, etc., which are grown on a large scale. The huge investments are made in extensive farming and crops are produced in large amounts. Also, the per capita production is high and the quality of product is high. Therefore, extensive farming is export oriented. Okay. त के हुन्छ, एक्सटेन्सिभ फार्मिङमा जमिन पनि ठुलो हुन्छ, मेकनाइजेसन गर्न सकिन्छ, ट्र्याक्टर हार्भेस्टर चलाउन सकिन्छ अनि लेबर कम्ती लाग्छ, कस्टिङ कम्ती लाग्छ। त्यसकारण धेरै ठुलो जमिनमा गरिने हुनाले यसलाई के गरिन्छ, एक्सपोर्ट अथवा निर्यातको निम्ति लगाइन्छ। त्यससँग जोडिएको अर्को प्रश्न, मेन्सन टू सिग्निफिकेन्ट क्यारेक्टरिस्टिक्स अफ क्रप रोटेसन। इन क्रप रोटेसन, one crop is grown in a particular season. After the crop matures, is harvested and a different crop is sown on the same plot of land after the harvestment of these crops. A third crop is sown in its place. In crop rotation, animals fodder such as clovers, timothy, etc. is raised side by side with the crops. अब के हुन्छ त भन्दाखेरि यो सागसब्जी तथा जति पनि कृषि कार्यहरू छन् त्यसमा क्रप रोटेसन गर्दाखेरि जमिनले मलिलोपन पाउँछ अनि समयको पनि बचत हुन्छ। एउटा एक समयमा लगाइन्छ, त्यसपछि त्यसलाई हार्भेस्ट गर्ने समयमा अर्को फल्दै गरेको हुन्छ, अर्कोलाई पनि हार्भेस्ट गरिसकेपछि अर्को हुन्छ। त्यसरी क्रप रोटेसन गरिन्छ। यहाँ नक्सासहित क्रप रोटेसन के गरिएको छ देखाइएको छ। ओके, देन द नेक्स्ट क्वेसन, व्हाट आर द प्रब्लम्स अफ कल्टिभेसन अफ पल्सेस इन इन्डिया? ओके, दाल जातीय क्रप जुन चाहिँ छ त्यसको प्रब्लम्सहरू के छ त भारतवर्षमा त्यसको खेती गर्नको निम्ति? The production of pulses within India does not meet the entire requirement of the country's population. Since pulses form an essential item of the diet of Indians, the country has to import pulses from countries such as Australia, Canada, France, Myanmar, etc. The shortage of pulses within the country has contributed to food price inflation. The low productivity of existing strains of pulses is a great problem. The production of pulses has not seen technological progress in recent years. The pulses in India have high vulnerability to pests and diseases. There has so far been little investment in research and development for improving the genetic production potentials of pulses. The pulses farming has generally been not as lucrative as farming in competing crops. As a result, the cultivation of pulses crop has got confined largely to the marginal, less fertile rain-fed lands where other relatively more profitable crop cannot be grown. Okay. Then the next question is, Analyze the causes for the concentration of iron and steel industry in Chota Nagpur Plateau region of India. यो 5 marks को प्रश्न. Most of the integrated steel plant of India are concentrated in the Chota Nagpur Plateau. किन Chota Nagpur Plateau मा मात्रै धेरै iron and steel industry छन्? The primary reason for this is that all the raw materials needed for the iron and steel industry are found in close proximity with each other in the Chota Nagpur Plateau region. The Chota Nagpur Plateau region मा नै iron and steel industry को निम्ति पाइने जति पनि मिनरल्सहरु छ यसको वरिपरि पाइने हुनाले यहाँ के भएको छ यो इन्डस्ट्री फ्लरिश भएको छ अथवा विकास भएको छ. The coal fields in this area from a horseshoe shaped segment extending from Raniganj through Jaria, Bokaro, Girihit, North Karanpura, South Karanpura, Daltonganj, Rewa, Korba up to Talsar in Orissa. The coal here is of bituminous variety and serves as excellent coking coal for the iron and steel industry. के भयो त यसकै वरिपरि एरियामा के पनि पाइन्छ कोकिङ कोल पनि पाइन्छ जो चाहिँ आयरन एन्ड स्टील इन्डस्ट्रीको निम्ति चाहिन्छ. Moreover, it also helps in the production of the thermal power needed for the industry. The huge iron ore deposits are found in the Singhbhum district of Jharkhand in Namundi, Bandapura and the Solai pit. अथवा आयरन ओर पनि यहाँ निधि नै पाइन्छ. Similar high quality hematite is found in Mayurbhanj, Keonjhar, Sundargarh and Bonai district of Odisha. The limestone and the dolomite are available within the region at the Gangpur and the Birmitapur. Manganese अब जे कुरो चाहिन्छ जस्तो लाइमस्टोन चाहिन्छ त्यो पनि त्यही पाइन्छ हैन. म्याङ्गनिज चाहिन्छ त्यो पनि पाइन्छ. The manganese is mined in Keonjhar, Mayurbhanj, Bonai and the Singhbhum. Some chromium, nickel, zinc and copper deposits used in the manufacture of ferroalloy are also found in the Chota Nagpur Plateau. Thermal power from the Damodar Valley project is used in iron and steel plants for the Chota Nagpur Plateau. Cheap tribal labor is obtained from the tribal village in the region. This region is served by the eastern and the southeastern railways and a dense network of roadways. Water needed for the industry is obtained from the Subarnarekha, Karkai, Brahmani and other rivers and from tanks. The region is served by the port of Kolkata. The finished product of iron and steel plants are used in the engineering industries of the Asansol Durgapur region and the Hooghly industrial belt. For all these regions, the integrated steel plants of Bokaro, Durgapur, Burnpur अथवा ISCO, Jamshedpur, TISCO and a host of many steel plants have been set up in the Chota Nagpur Plateau. The Chota Nagpur Plateau like के पनि भनिन्छ भारतवर्षको मिनरल बोल पनि भनिन्छ. मिनरल्सको बोल पनि भनिन्छ. खनिज द्रव्यको भण्डार भनिन्छ. त्यसकारणले त्यसैको वरिपरि जति पनि पाइने आयरन एन्ड स्टील इन्डस्ट्रीको निम्ति पाइने मिनरल्सहरु त्यही नै पाइने हुनाले मार्केट पनि एक्सपोर्टको पनि फेसिलिटी भएको हुनाले छोटा नागपुर प्लेटोमा के भएको छ आयरन एन्ड स्टील इन्डस्ट्री कन्सन्ट्रेटेड छ. अब नेक्स्ट क्वेशन आउँछ, व्हाई इज dairy industry not developed in India in spite of having large number of cattle population in this country. Okay, अब यो लास्ट वान क्वेशन भन्दैछ भारतवर्षमा बेडा बाख्रा गाई गोरु इत्यादि हुँदा हुँदै पनि धेरै संख्यामा हुँदा हुँदै पनि डायरी प्रोडक्ट चाहिँ किन विकास भएन. In spite of having a large number of cattle population, India is not well developed in dairy industry. This is because of certain problems faced by the industry. Firstly, cattle here is kept under unhygienic conditions, and the breeds of cattle is not of superior quality. Secondly, the collection of milk from remote area becomes difficult and takes a lot of time. There are problems of marketing milk and the milk product and also preserving this. On the whole, the white revolution in India has brought about some improvement, but much is yet to be achieved. अर्थात् भारतवर्षमा जुन प्रकारले बाख्रा कुखुरा आदि एनिमल्सहरूलाई पालिन्छ, हाइजेनिक छैन एउटा कुरो, दोस्रो कुरा त्यसको ब्रिड हाई क्वालिटीको छैन, अनि तेस्रो कुरो मिल्क प्रोडक्टलाई प्रिजर्भ गर्नको निम्ति सफिसिएन्ट कोल्ड स्टोरेज छैन। त्यसकारणले गर्दाखेरि यहाँ समस्या भएको, तर व्हाइट रिभोल्युसनले धेरै यसमा के ल्याएको छ, इम्प्रुभमेन्ट ल्याएको छ। अझ इम्प्रुभमेन्ट हुनु के छ, बाँकी नै छ। त यहाँसम्म भयो तिमीहरूको यो प्रश्न उत्तर, र आशा छ यो प्रश्न उत्तर तिमीहरूले पढ्छौ, लेख्छौ अनि याद गर्छौ र तिमीहरूको फाइनल परीक्षाको निम्ति तयारी गर्छौ। परीक्षा चाहे ढिलो होस् चाहे छिटो होस् हुन्छ नै। अब्जेक्टिभ सब्जेक्टिभ क्वेसनहरू आउँछ नै, जस्तो प्याटर्न छ त्यस्तै प्रश्न आउँछ। त्यसकारणले गर्दा तयारी गर्नु जरुरी छ।